Hi everyone, the Lone Wolf here and welcome back once again to Nibale. I had to jump clone here because one of my research jobs was finished. I just delivered it. It's this drone control unit 1, which is now at 95 material level. So I just need to do it once more. Material research, 5, big installation. Wow, 23 days, that's gone up. But yeah, that will bring the material efficiency of my drone control unit BPO up to 100, which is a nice round number, and it's the reason why I'm going so far. This could be very attractive to see a number like that in the contract, so why not just push it for that extra month. Anyways, there's a pretty funny story behind why I bought that BPO. It's actually the very first one I bought while playing EVE Online, and the reasoning behind this is I thought I could use it in my Dominics. So I thought, whoa, that's great. I'll be able to have like 10 drones in my Dominics. But it's only after I bought it that I noticed it's only for capital ships and up. So yeah, I decided to start researching it, and now it's almost at 100 material efficiency. Pretty cool. While I'm here, I'll go and pick up some more of my PI stuff. One of my planets is pretty damn full, so I'll need to check that out. But for today's video, I actually want to cover a really awesome dev blog. I think it's really great news, especially for the people that live in wormhole space. So let's head to the customs office of the first one, and then let's go to the browser and check out that dev blog. So dev blogs, maybe quick note, CSM elections are on. They might be over by the time I upload this one, but yeah, just check that out. And another one, CCP videocasts every Tuesday, twitch.tv/CCP. I think it's around 1700 server time. Definitely worth it. I might just do a separate video on it depending on how that goes, but right here, Odyssey Summer Expansion Starbase Iteration, that's what we want. And looks like I arrived, so you'll have to wait for just a second more while I export some of my stuff here. What do I have? A good amount of mechanical parts, not that bad. So let's get those out and put them in my Iteron. Oh, which is already, god damn it, which is already pretty damn full. Reactive metals, I have some extra here, so I'll do it like that. There we go. And yeah, I'll have to go home just to bring some of that extra stuff inside, because yeah, I'll need some room for the rest of my planets. But let's get started on the Starbase iteration in EVE Online Odyssey. So yeah, the bosses. As some of you might know, CCP was first planning to completely put the iteration of bosses on the back burner. I think we have to thank the CSM, Council of Stellar Management, for the changes we are getting. They've really shown to CCP that there was a serious outcry from the players that they did want something done about the bosses, and so we're getting some improvements. Not the major overhaul that was first announced. And I was in the planning with modular bosses and things like that, and personal bosses. But at least there's some major improvements on the horizon now, which I think a lot of, especially wormhole dwellers, will be very happy with. And let's put just all of that stuff in my item hanger for now, and I'll get on the dev blog. So first of all, something called private starbase hanger. Which will basically be similar to a corporate hangar array, but with a higher cost. Normal corp members viewing the structure only see their own items, in the same way as when someone views the contents of a planetary customs office, which I just came from. Corp directors have the ability to see what other members have in the hangar, but do not have the ability to take or place items from or in the hangar. No limit to the number of characters that can use the structure, but storage is limited per character. They are still debating it, but they're thinking somewhere between 10 and 40,000 cubic meters. If a member leaves the corp, his or her items are left in the structure but cannot be accessed unless the player rejoins the corp. So something to keep in mind. If the structure is destroyed, it drops some but not all the loot. If the structure is unanchored, all contents are destroyed. There will be a confirmation box. But yeah, just the ability to have some personal storage in wormhole space sounds pretty damn awesome. Next up, repackaging of modules in Starbase arrays. Obviously, they'll just allow you to do that now, which should help with some of the clutter that you can get when you're staying in wormholes for a longer period of time. Swapping or fitting strategic cruiser subsystems at a starbase. Oh, finally. I think a lot of Wormhole Corps will be rejoicing at that news, that in a ship maintenance array you'll be able to place subsystems as well and then reconfigure your tech tree ships inside a POS. That's awesome news. Accessing starbase arrays from anywhere within the shields. Once again, a great improvement here. No longer needing to be within, I think it's 2,500 meters from a POS gun in order to put some extra ammunition in there. No, you'll be able to access all the modules. All the POS modules will be accessible once you're inside the POS shield. So that's again a small but really awesome improvement that I think a lot of people will enjoy. Starbase setup UI improvements. Basically they're going for a similar arrow system as the current exploration system, which will scale if you zoom out. So that should making the placement of POS modules a bit more easy, although I've never really had a big problem with it myself. Keep in mind though, we've only been doing it on very small scales. And I can imagine if you have 20 or 30 POS guns to place that you might want a better system. Removing the sovereignty requirement for capital ship maintenance arrays. Yeah, I think they put this clarification here afterwards. This is not the production arrays for capital ships, so you won't super capital ships. You won't be able to produce Titans or anything like that in low sec or wormhole space. But these are the maintenance arrays where you can basically dock your ship and refit them. So it just makes sense that you can put the largest maintenance arrays everywhere. I don't know the actual numbers, but I can imagine if you have 10 battleships and you need 2 or 3 normal maintenance arrays to get all of those docked and to refit them, if you could simply replace those 2 or 3 normal maintenance arrays by one larger one capital ship maintenance array, that's a good improvement for the players, for corporations, but also for the server, because there will be less clutter around in all those POSes to load. So yeah, that's it. Oh, maybe one quick note, like the private starbase hangar, they want to do a private ship maintenance array as well. But they're not sure if they'll be able to make that happen for the expansion. It takes some more programming, some more technical changes as well. So they want to do that, but these are the changes which I think are overall really great, especially for Wormhole Living Corps, that they want to bring to us for EVE Online Odyssey. Very promising. Keep in mind, it's in development, subject to change. But I did want to share this dev blog with you guys, because I think that's awesome news that CCP is still willing to improve the POSes, thanks to the CSM as well, in part because they wanted to put that on the back burner at first. But great news overall. I'm going to pick up some more planetary interaction stuff, and I'll see you all next time.